too big for like vlogging and
You
like.
can get the DJI.
I'm buying. I'm buying this,
Yeah.
bro, for like
Everyone.
600.
Yeah.
No, I'm definitely thinking about it.
Important when you're looking at it, you go through and you know your numbers completely. And I can go through and say, right, look.
So it's day 3 of the Mastermind. We're just getting ready to head to the other guys' villa where we're gonna do the 3rd Mastermind kind of session. Super interesting things we've covered so far and like really cool guys here. I think though the biggest thing for me is the network and then also just aiming way higher. Like there are some people here like with $10 million plus evaluations on their companies, doing like 3, 4, 500 grand a month. And something I've just noticed in the past months now, last 30 days specifically, is I just got slower. I got way more comfortable. So once I'm back, I'll lock in. But what are you gonna say? What do you think of the Mastermind so far?
Mastermind's sick.
What would you say to everyone out there trying to make it?
Yeah,
Right, what would I say?
to everybody out there.
You can also be Mykonos.
You can also be Mykonos.
Yeah, I mean, that's true. You can,
Pretty much what
You can travel. You don't need to do millions to travel.
yeah.
Where are you guys going next week?
We're going to Dubai next week, first
Yeah.
time, which will be fun.
Yeah.
But also just focus on the work. Like, it's simple. It's just sitting behind a computer, writing on your computer, and then you can make a lot of money.
So I think it's raw self-belief. Like, yeah, doing the work is important. Like, obviously you need to do the work, but if you don't believe in yourself while you're doing it, if you don't have the conviction, then you're never going to actually focus on doing the right work.
Yeah, that's true.
You'll always self-sabotage when you do the stuff like creating the logo, creating the website, stuff that feels productive and feels busy. But
That it doesn't matter, yeah.
exactly. The main moving needle thing is actually believing in yourself, being willing to take the risk, putting the money down for ad spend. Like, everyone here has a story where they've had very little money in their bank account.
Yeah.
And then they've still managed to find a way to push through and make something happen.
Yeah, that's true. And also, I remember the first time I made $10,000 per month. I was working for probably 1.5 years before I ever made my first 10K in a month. And the only thing I changed was my belief. I remember, like, I was literally doing the exact same thing every single day for like almost 2 years. It was like,
me too. Like I was at like 5 to 10,000 for like a fucking year, bro.
yeah. And then when you just start, you're not putting it on a pedestal. You're thinking like everyone's doing this and it's like achievable.
Yeah, and I
Then you
think,
just achieve it.
I think in the beginning you just gotta really say like, again, you want to be delusional with the goals. Like you want to, like something I've learned from the guys here too is like I've become way too comfortable in the past 30 days, not the past year, but like the past 30 days, where like I'm making a bit of money and like I'm all happy or like comfortable. Whereas you just gotta reach like way fucking higher, bro.
Yeah, it was insane. So we were at this restaurant, everyone from the Mastermind, and there's these multi-millionaires that come in, owners of really big companies. They have like security guards in every corner of the restaurant.
And the private jet guy, like seller, if
Steve V something.
yeah,
Steve.
for the ones who know him, Jacob and Co.
Yeah,
CEO
Jacob and Co, the CEO of Jacob and Co, Jacob A something. Yeah, either way, it's like you're not building a rocket ship. You're building an agency and making like what 50, 100, $200,000 per month is nothing compared to these people.
Yeah, you're like a fucking like fish,
Ye-
jellyfish.
Yeah, you're like a
Surrounded by sharks. Like that's,
yeah.
if you really want to compare yourself, and like there's a very good quote I like, which is comparison is the thief of joy. So I don't think you got to compare yourself with everybody, but to a certain degree, the two people you do compare yourself, there is this one saying where everybody says like, oh, the 5 people like you spend most time with, like they impact kind of where you grow. I would argue against that. I would say it's the 5 people that you compare yourself to. Because like in my hometown, nobody is running an actual business, but I was constantly, it sounds stupid, but I was constantly comparing myself with guys like Cameron, who's hosting this mastermind, and like he's doing way more than me. Like, but because I was constantly kind of comparing myself with him, like I think that really pushed myself. And again, there's a new level, a new devil at each level. So something I really took from the 2 days so far is like, just bro, aim way fucking higher, bro.
yeah, that's so true.
You nigga been hating way too long. Yeah. Too long. How about that?
Our audience, you can see that some videos get 30,000 views, some videos get 50,000 views, some videos get 600,000 views.
Yeah.
Just arrived here in Italy at my friend's house, and this is where I'm gonna be working from the next week.
Just got lunch done. Everything ready.
Summertime started, oh right, someone drunk with a Henny. But I'm kinda lit already, got girls asking for dick already.
So right now we're growing super fast. We're about to hire our second client success manager just because the goal is to go from 50 to 100 clients by the end of the year. And one thing I just noticed, because I just got done with payroll, and by the way, it's 1 a.m. I'm in Sardinia right now. I wanted to already go to bed like an hour or two ago, but I just got stuck with this payroll thing, and it kind of made me reflect on ultimately kind of, I guess, the speed we're growing at too, which is right now like I want to scale fast, and I'm okay if a couple of things kind of crack and break because we have a good team that I know we can kind of handle it and fix it. But another thing that's, and it hasn't happened to me, but I know a lot of people that had unprofitable months where they just were, hey, this month we lost 50K because of payroll, because of this. And something I think I really got to be careful of is making sure that I don't get overwhelmed with expenses, and we're building a bit more of a consistent back-end recurring revenue basis. Because right now, I wouldn't say we were PIF heavy last month, but we still collected a couple of PIFs. And I want to make sure we're kind of pivoting a bit away from that, focus a bit more on MRR, and really more so building that kind of longer term backbone. Because ultimately, the faster you scale, the bigger you get. And this is something I think I've never really realized up until this point right now, where I just got done doing payroll for 50 team members. You carry a lot more responsibility. And I think nobody talks about this, or I don't know a lot of people talk about this, but to a certain degree, it puts so much more pressure on you. And I think a reason why not a lot of people are able to even start a business in the first place or get to a certain level is because they're not able to kind of carry or maintain a certain level of stress. And there are like a lot of people talking about this, where it's like, hey, the bigger you get as an entrepreneur, like the higher pain or stress tolerance. And yeah, of course, like it makes sense and everything, but I never really, I guess, reflected on that and made it stick. And yet again, it just made me reflect and realize that once you have a bigger team, once you have more expenses to pay, software subscription, and you see 1,000 there, 1,000 there, 2,000 there, just expenses flying out of the account, it also makes you kind of want to, or I guess to a certain degree, it kind of also scares me. And yeah, make myself vulnerable kind of saying this here, but not that I want to slow down, like the opposite. Like we're still, again, planning on scaling super fast and aggressive, but it also makes me think of not the risks, but also kind of, hey, what can happen if things just go bad? Which is, again, worst case, we're unprofitable, and of course that's not the idea. And don't get the wrong idea, we're absolutely not unprofitable, like we're making a good profit. But again, to a certain degree, what's important, and I think something, again, I want to focus on more often, is just focusing on that back-end recurring revenue to make sure that, hey, look, my MRR every month covers, if not even already generates a profit, absolute bare minimum, and all the new cash is kind of extra on top. So that's kind of, yeah, just something I kind of came to a conclusion for it. And I'm very blessed and happy to be in a position where able to carry that level of responsibility, change so many lives, help so many businesses out there, and have such a great team. But I think to a certain degree, if you are in similar shoes, if you're a bit kind of, I guess, still kind of on the way to scale up your med spa and your agency and everything, you also want to kind of consider that perspective. And for everybody that has not got team size or team of that size, managing a team and managing people is so much harder than it seems. Like I always thought, oh yeah, that's the easy part, like that's not a problem. But if just everybody were to just work and do their job, it would make things so easy. But that's just not how we humans are. I'm in the process of learning, and I know I also have a lot of flaws in, and like that's what I'm trying to come better at, is just managing, coaching, training team members. Because as of right now, like a lot of the different processes inside the agency, they run without me. They don't need me, but I'm still the person responsible for training the person for most positions, not for all positions, but also making sure they're happy, making sure they're on time, making sure they're doing what they're supposed to be doing, making sure we don't kind of, I guess, lose a level of standard. So that's kind of my next big skill thing, and yeah, kind of what I'm about to learn. And I started reading some books on it, listening into some podcasts, and yeah, just thought I'd kind of share this.
I remember his
No one checked on me when I needed. So I just stack my bread, stay in my bag and not in my feelings. Overthink too much.